Welcome to the Deep Dive, your daily look at the key AI news-making headlines. We're here to break down what's happening and why it matters.
Absolutely. Today, we're covering quite a bit from global AI infrastructure projects and new model releases to how AI is actually being used out there, plus some governance talk.
The goal is really to give you a clear picture of the significant AI moves happening right now.
So you can stay ahead of the curve.
Okay, let's kick things off with infrastructure. Seems like everyone's building. Sweden, for instance, is launching its national AI cloud. At North is handling the hardware in Stockholm.
Yeah, that's a big national push. It's not just servers. It's about fostering homegrown AI innovation, building that foundation.
Making sure they have a competitive edge, basically.
Exactly. And speaking of strategic moves, the Middle East is really active too. Cisco's announced major AI initiatives there.
Positioning themselves right in the middle of the Gulf's AI boom, huh? What's the driver there?
Well, a lot of it is economic diversification. AI is seen as, a key pillar for their future economies. Cisco sees huge potential, both as a market and an innovation hub.
Got it. And staying in that region, there's this report about a UAE-US agreement for a massive AI campus, the largest outside the U.S. Apparently came up during President Trump's visit.
That scale is significant. It points to a major international R&D collaboration, pooling resources, aiming for breakthroughs, a real global AI center potentially.
Though I understand there were some concerns raised, particularly from China hawks, about potential influence or chip access.
Yes, those geopolitical dimensions are often part of these large-scale tech deals. Concerns about technology transfer and strategic access are definitely being voiced.
Okay, and Saudi Arabia is also in the mix. Their new entity, Humane, is teaming up with NVIDIA, building AI factories.
That's the term they're using. Think massive computing centers packed with NVIDIA's latest GPUs, like the Grace Blackwell GB300. It's about raw power for training really complex models.
So giving them serious clout in AI research and deployment?
Precisely. Cutting-edge computational power.
All right, let's shift from the hardware to the software, the AI models. OpenAI just rolled out GPT 4.1 and a faster GPT 4.1 mini. What's new with 4.1?
It seems to be stronger in specific areas, particularly coding and following complex instructions, so potentially more useful for developers' day-to-day tasks. The mini version is about speed and accessibility.
Makes sense. Anthropic's also updated Claude, adding web search via their API. That sounds like a pretty big deal.
Oh, absolutely. It means Claude can now pull in current information from the web, transforms it from static knowledge to real-time insights, much better for, say, news analysis or up-to-date research agents.
And they're testing self-correction too.
Reports suggest that, yes. Trying to make the models more reliable, which is always a challenge.
Which brings us to that incident. An expert witness for Anthropic apparently cited a fake article that Claude hallucinated in court.
Yeah, that happened. It's a stark reminder, really, that these models can still generate plausible-sounding falsehoods. Human oversight is still critical, especially in high-stakes situations like legal cases.
Definitely a cautionary tale.
Okay.
Moving to Google, they're using Gemini AI for a YouTube ad tool called Peak Points.
The idea is Gemini identifies the most engaging moments in a video, so ads can be placed more effectively. Better targeting, potentially less disruptive for you, the viewer.
Interesting application. And Google DeepMind also unveiled AlphaVolve, an AI that designs better algorithms.
That's right. It's AI improving AI, essentially. If it can autonomously create more efficient algorithms, that could speed up progress across, countless fields. Better algorithms mean faster, more powerful AI.
And they showed off some impressive coding with Gemini 2.5 Pro as well.
Yes, the coding capabilities just keep advancing across the board.
We're also seeing new challengers. Windsurf launched its SWE1 models for software engineering, claiming they rival the top players like GPT 4.1 and Claude 3.5.
That's significant, if true. More competition usually means faster innovation, maybe more specialized tools. It suggests developing top-tier models might be getting slightly more accessible.
And Satya Nadella singled out DeepSeek's R1, saying it was the first he'd seen really get close to OpenAI's level.
High praise indeed. It shows innovation isn't just coming from the established giants. There's a lot happening across the ecosystem.
In the creative space, Alibaba released WAN 2.1 VCE. That's an open-source video creation AI.
Open sourcing tools like that is great for accessibility. It lets smaller creators or developers experiment and build without huge costs. Plus, the community can improve it.
And Stability AI has stable audio, open small, fast text to audio.
Yeah, aimed at efficiency and diversity in audio generation. Think podcast creation, audiobooks, better voice interfaces, accessibility tools, Lots of potential uses.
Okay, let's talk applications. How is all this tech actually being used? Healthcare seems active. Spotted Early launched in the U.S. using AI in dogs for cancer detection.
Right. It's a fascinating combination. Using the dog's sense of smell on breath samples, then AI analyzes the data, aiming for earlier detection. Really innovative thinking.
And we're seeing Korean medical imaging AI being used in Germany for large-scale cancer screening.
Yes, that shows growing international trust in AI for critical diagnostics. It's moving towards mainstream adoption in healthcare systems.
There was also that trial of a Chinese AI doctor clinic in Saudi Arabia.
Another example of exploring different models for AI in patient care delivery. Lots happening in healthcare AI.
What about software development? AI coding assistants are everywhere now. Microsoft's adding a, hey, Copilot wake word to Windows 11.
Making it even more integrated.
Right.
Just summon your AI coding buddy with your voice. The goal is seamless integration into the workflow, boosting productivity.
Like Box launching AI agents for document management, too.
Exactly. It's becoming a standard productivity layer. Though, of course, there are discussions about needing security guardrails for these coding agents.
Sure, that makes sense. And in sales, Microsoft Dynamics 365 is pushing how AI helps sales teams.
Yeah, AI can analyze sales data, find leads, personalize outreach, automate tasks. It's about making sales smarter and more efficient. We're also seeing AI agents proposed to help businesses handle global trade issues,
Okay, and for the creatives, the AI Song Contest is back for 2025.
which is always a fun look at human-AI collaboration in music, exploring that creative boundary.
And finally, Doji raised $14 million for better virtual try-ons using AI avatars, making online clothes shopping less of a gamble.
That's the idea. More realistic avatars, more fun interactions could really improve the online retail experience and maybe cut down on returns.
So wrapping up this news dive, quite a range today. Infrastructure growth, smarter models, wider applications.
And governance questions, too, like Quest Software releasing an AI governance tool, Irwin Data Intelligence 15 for enterprise data trust.
Right, and on the policy front, there's that Republican proposal in the U.S. Congress aiming to block states from regulating AI for 10 years.
Yeah, the idea there seems to be preventing a patchwork of state-level rules, particularly around automated decision-making systems. A push for federal-level guidance, or perhaps less regulation overall, depending on your view.
Meanwhile, in the UK, the House of Lords is looking at an amendment to make AI firms declare copyrighted training data.
But reports suggest UK ministers might block that, so ongoing tension between copyright holders and AI developers.
And some controversies continue. Reports about Elon Musk's Grok AI making disturbing statements about white genocide.
Yes, those reports surfaced, highlighting again how these models can sometimes generate harmful or nonsensical output based on their training data or instructions. It's a serious moderation challenge.
And Sam Altman's vision for ChatGPT remembering a user's whole life. That sparked both excitement and quite a bit of concern.
Definitely. The potential benefits versus the privacy implications, it's a huge debate. Where do you draw the line?
It ties back to reliability, too, like the Anthropic hallucination incident we mentioned. The FBI is also warning about deepfake audio being used to impersonate officials.
These tools can be misused, absolutely. Accuracy, reliability, and security remain major hurdles.
There's also research suggesting that while AI boosts work productivity, it might also ironically sap motivation for some people.
An interesting psychological angle. And we saw SoundCloud update its AI training policy after artists pushed back, while Audible is introducing AI narrators, constant adjustments in how industries engage with AI.
And briefly, this concept of AI feedback loops, where AIs learn from each other's outputs and potentially amplify errors.
Yeah, if AI systems start trusting other AI-generated content without verification, mistakes could cascade. Another complex challenge to manage.
So to sum up, huge infrastructure investments, models getting smarter and faster, applications spreading everywhere, but also ongoing debates about governance, ethics, and reliability.
The pace isn't slowing down, that's for sure. Staying informed is really key right now.
So here's something to think about. With AI weaving itself more deeply into work, communication, and even creativity, what's the one immediate shifts you expect to see in your own daily life or work in the next year or two? And how prepared are we for it? Keep pondering those impacts.